Hey guys. Well, we're gonna put that headset on. First, I gotta get all the required instruments of destruction. Okay, I already got the races in, both top and bottom. That's good. The only other, I think that's it. Let's try this. Get this off. Icky. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice fit. Everything feels good there. And that is awesome. Feels good. Now, the triple. Top half of the triple. Oh, look at that. I'm an idiot already. Forgot the nut. Way better. Feels better. At least. Come on. There we go. And then the lock nut comes in. Now, I'm not going to tighten everything down until I get everything kind of reassembled. But, so you can still get in there with a small punch to tighten it or loosen it. And then once you do that, then you lock it in and then you check it again because it could tighten up on you because it's just giving a downforce. And it will, the threads will cause it to get tighter when you tighten it down. That's why I don't like this style. I like the two nuts. You can lock them there, and then that keeps everything nice. Alright, cleaned and sandblasted everything. It's got had a nice sheen to it up until I gooped it up. Not gonna do a full paint job. I mean, keep the original paint. I like to do that. Just gonna touch up on the bottom end. Take the engine out. I'm thinking of. There's a thought. I think I can pull this engine out without having to disconnect the radiator and everything. Just pull it all out as a unit, and just deal with that later. Clean the frame some more. Clean the swing arm because it is filthy. But like I said, I'm waiting for the fork boots on the forks and the fork seals so we can put those on, and that way put those on. New wheel bearings, new seals, new fork boots, and assemble the front end, adjust the headset, and it's smooth. It's no rocking, tight. Like I said, if you come up short on a jump, these triples have to, the bearings, especially the bottom, has to take a huge load, and you really have to take care of them. Otherwise they'll get notchy. The steering will be notchy because the bearings will set in one spot, and it'll be a real weird ride. You can feel the notchiness, and not so much when you're riding on dirt, but if you're riding it on the road, you'll definitely feel like a notchy, like it's hitting little spots in it, and it's just click, 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 click. And it's weird. It's worse on a bicycle. Not as bad on a motorcycle, but it does happen, and I've had it happen on older bikes where the bearings have taken a set, so it's just, you have to replace everything because everything is junk if they do that. You don't have much choice in that. Okay, so like I said, waiting on fork boots, waiting on fork seals, and then we're gonna go with doing the wheel bearings, and well, I'll show you how I do that. There's 100 dozen ways. I try to do it the average guy in the garage way. I have, and in my other shop I have all the tools to make things easy on me, but that's business. That's that's stuff that has to get done. But I'm more or less trying to show what a home mechanic, how you can prep a bike, get it runnable. The problem with used bikes, and this is the previous owner, you never know what they did, so it's kind of an archaeological search, and sometimes I enjoy it and other times I dread it. And so far this has been nothing I didn't expect. So once we get complete with the front end, I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna clean this fender and just what you can, it's still got a pretty good sheen on it. What I can do on this side, on the lower half here, is take a heat gun and kind of re-gel the surface and bring the shine back so it looks nice. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the fender. I got a new back fender. This will be fine. So that's gonna work. Just a little Loctite. Put it up there. Perfect. And hopefully have some fun with this beast in the summertime. Thing I did notice, I might have to put a new brake lever bearing in. I was going to modify the brake lever also as to add a little bit more cage to that, a little more surface area. The other thing I'm toying with is getting a new style foot pegs, the big platform ones, instead of these. These are considered narrow, and back in my day, half the bikes I rode, it was like they just used the 9/16 bolt, a long one, and that was your peg. So we've come a long way from that. So, but hopefully later this summer we're going to be working on some old vintage greaves. I got a pair of dots. I have this Triumph Trail Trophy that's getting close to done. It's I think I gotta put in, I don't know, it leaks oil. Well, what Triumph doesn't, but this one leaks oil out of the primary. And I don't know if it just needs a new gasket or there's a gasket on the bottom of the drain valve, crush washer. That might be that's what the problem is, but I got a feeling I'm gonna end up I can't speculate, but you know, I'm just gonna say for right now, I think it's the case is leaking because that's real common with Triumphs, especially in the 70s where, yeah, they had constant plant upheaval and workers that didn't care and they didn't give a shit about the product that they put out, and you know, not all the cases were flat, and so we'll see. That's the bridge we have to cross later this summer. We have the zoomed up to do the front end. It's pretty much done. I got the title for this bike. It's pretty much done. I'm working. I gotta get it running. It fired up a little bit. I gotta get some foot peg rubbers for the rubber on the foot pegs because they're just steel. And I cleaned the tank out. I think we're good to go with that. That's a premix bike, so you gotta premix everything. The other one is the Benelli 200 Sprint, which I'm getting back together. And I think I got the title for that too. Not sure. I have to look. But that's an interesting bike. That is really cool. It still has the original tire pump on it, which is cool. I think it's cool. So yeah, and I'm sure when I go to bike shows, I'm gonna have to take that pump off because somebody will steal it. I know that. All right, folks. Have a good night.